Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Desert Fox. Today, we will be doing a new episode of Railroader, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying. But, also, this will be a power hour stream, because I do have to leave for work soon. And, yeah. Sit back, relax, enjoy yourself. This is going to be a little bit more clandestine than normal, a little bit more down to earth than the normal streaming is, with a bunch of people and all that stuff. So yes, as the title might suggest, this is the one where I've got a toothache. So if I am quiet over the next couple of days, or if you see a couple of, on the Twitch side of things, if you see several smaller streams come out, this is just an effort to get some of the backlog of YouTube stuff done. So I have some content to put out. Because next week, next Monday, I am getting my top left molar removed. It is, the top left back molar is coming out. She's dead. She's fried. Nothing I can do to save it now. It's time to remove it and get an implant later. It sucks, but I couldn't handle. It was one of those things. Last couple of days, last couple of streams, small streams, I've had a toothache, and it hadn't really bothered me really prior to it. I knew there was something wrong with the tooth for a while. I'll admit that now. I knew for a while that it was going to need some work, but I kind of ignored it as best I could. Because that's just kind of, the thing that we do, is we'll just try to ignore it as best we can, no matter if it was a good idea or not. And this was not a good idea. And I should have heeded my body's warning signs about it, because then I ended up with a tooth infection. I have a cracked tooth that has a massive chip in it, being held together by an old filling. This old filling is just sitting there with the grace of 10 gods holding my tooth together. So, poor thing, my tooth's going to come out. I know I sound better right now, than I maybe did. I can tell right now that the way I'm talking, I'm favoring, I move my bottom jaw slightly over to the right side, so a lot more of the words are coming out of the right side of my mouth. I'm trying everything I can to just stay away from the left side. But I'm on antibiotics now to kill any infection in my tooth, or in my gum line or anything like that. And then, Monday they're going to take it out. So, Monday afternoon, I may not even be able to speak. And so, I might just spend the rest of Monday relaxing. So there will be probably no stream Monday. Or if I do stream, it's going to be one where I'm probably silent and maybe joining somebody else's railroad. But I wanted to make it up to you. Lovely folks. I want to try to get as many little power hours before and after work as I can. Just get some backlogs of some stuff, I feel a little guilty because and these things happen, but it's taking away from what I'm passionate about and what I like to do, and I don't like that. So I just wanted to start the stream off with a little bit of transparency and a little bit of brutal honesty, because these are real life things, and we do need to just sometimes take a second and assess and handle it. But for the next hour, I'm going to try to put that all behind me. And we are going to try to haul some trains. So we got the passenger train heading down east side of the line. So that's been finally patched up. That's running. This is heading to Bryson with that final cut for Bryson. Nantahala, we need to wait on Nantahala and Wesser or Nantahala, Hewitt, Wesser, this section, until I get the cut sent back up from Bryson. You know what? Let's just go to Bryson. What's going on here? All right. So these cars need to be attached here. We can honestly do the Andrews cut as a separate cut. Yeah, that's true. Alright, and then we have a couple Bryson, a couple Ella, a couple going back to Silva. And then, what's over here? Oh, 602's over here in Dillsboro. Alright, let's get 9002 out of the way. Let's see. I will apologize probably several times in the next several days. If my chatting is a bit more clandestine, a bit more pulled back, kind of got to work with me, folks. You work with me and I will work with you. Also, get insurance. That would be my big takeaway in this. It's weird. I don't really have any engine sounds. Huh. That's very weird. I feel like I can hear the engine. You know what? Hold on. I think that's why. Because I think I'm in multiplayer right now and it's going to be weird. And just load it back up in single player. Very weird. Well, that's not good. That's weird. Huh. Very weird. Sometimes it does this, though. That's 5 gondolas that gotta go in. Jesus. Yeah, see, look, like, nothing's making noise? I don't get no chuffs, no nothing? Weird game. Alright. So you want to have a sense of humor, huh? Whatever, game. But yeah, aside from that, things are looking alright. We get the tooth fixed, you know. But yes. I will be the strong silent type for a little while. Come on, 12. Yeah, no, this sound thing's starting to irk me a little bit. I had sound yesterday. I had sound all day. That was weird. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that no sound is gonna bug the shit out of me. I will have to figure that out. I will have to figure that out. Huh. Why aren't you rolling? Thank you. I'll just pull these back and we'll just run around it. Come around, right? Using my fucking finger. Don't have a webcam up. Run around. Pick them up from the backside here. Take them in. This has happened before, though, with the sound thing. Sound sometimes just kind of comes and goes. With the game being in early access, I do kind of figure as much. Alright, there we go. Again, thank you for everyone for stopping by. Battling a tooth infection. So if I'm a little quiet, normally I know Desert Fox is usually running his fucking mouth like a psychopath. But if you just bear with me, I promise. I'll be back to 100% in a couple of days. But I hope everyone's doing all right. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Thursday. I'm trying to make the most out of it. Try to attack it with a smile on my face. That's why I decided to stream. Just even do a little power hour just to tough through it, get through it. But I will tell you this, tooth pain is no fucking joke. But so yes, to all the lovely people who have stopped by today, thank you so much, man. Thank you so, so much. That really brightens the day up. So for you, we haul. We haul trains. Come around that corner. Something must not have been normalized, I'm guessing. Yep. Blast thrown by an unknown player. I know who that unknown player is. Alright, so that's good. Take 6 for now. Excuse me. Alright, you gonna go? No? You're not gonna go? Alright, there you go. Yeah, with no sound, this makes it difficult. I don't know why the sound is being weird today, but it decided to be weird for me today. It's funny. You spend like 10 hours playing this yesterday and fucking off and on all day. Didn't make a lick of a problem. Gotta love it, right? Gotta love it. How's everyone else's day going? Anyone else getting up to anything exciting on their Thursday? Is that anyone else playing Railroad? Trying to ask questions, that way y'all will have something to respond to logically. That way I can read and not necessarily talk as much. Well, shit on a shingle. 420, happy number, funny number. Oh, sweet. I think the other diesel's done. It's a Reptar. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. Tier 5, but, yeah, vanilla wood here. So, give you a little, I know, it's something that's kind of hit me once or twice before. I think this is kind of like one of those unknown bugs, type deals. It'll come and go. Yesterday I played for 10 hours. Didn't have a single issue. Don't we love that? We play, you play all day, off and on all day, and not a problem once. You want to stream before going to work, pep your spirits up a little bit. No sound. No chugga chuggas, no clickety clacks, no chuffs. I'm not into track mods. I don't really run track mods because with the way the game is, I mean, I've used some track mods, but I'm a really, really big fan of the GP38, the GP38 reskins, and the F7 mod. Anything engine, totally cool with, because those are a lot less intrusive on the game. Anything that's really track moddy, right now, unless there's a couple logical ones. I only like the ones that make logical sense. Like, I don't want to, this game is supposed to be challenging. You got to set route, kind of deal. So I don't really want to break it. No, this has no track mods. I do have the GP38 installed, but I am not running it right now because this save has a bunch of friends on it. So what's that? I really want to get track mods and invest into track mods once there's a bit more stability from the dev with mods. I actually do have Birdstown. I think I have the original, the first version of it. I downloaded it. I tested it. I play tested it on a separate file, and I was actually really impressed with what they did over here in Ella. And for anyone else that doesn't know, who may be a viewer of this or may not run mods, there's a mod. It's called Birdstown, and there's no in-game, there's no dev support. There's no mods, in-game mod support. Yes, every time we mod this game and they update it, a bunch of mods break, which means all the mods need to be updated, blah, 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 blah. That won't happen nearly as often or as much when the game has, a built-in, Steam Workshop, basically. Does that make sense? Once the Steam Workshop is turned on for this game and all these mods can be ported to the Steam Workshop, then, dude, I'm going to be running so fucking many. But, Birdstown, as I was finishing my thought, Birdstown is a massive expansion. Either a single individual did or a small group of individuals did, a modding group, built a whole layout, an extension to the layout, basically from Ella. You leave from Ella and you go north, and it's this whole area. It's a giant, triangle pyramid thing. It's got all sorts of industries and tracks, and it's actually a really, really impressive track mod. I am not even going to throw any shade or any disrespect toward the mod maker for that. It is just not in my capacity to. I'm not a modder. I'm not very good at it. I don't want to do shit that's overcomplicated. Some of these mods are very complicated to install if you don't know what you're doing. Which is like, the GP38 is a relatively simple mod to install. But for someone who doesn't run mods, it took me 3 hours to figure that out. So that's why I made it like a tutorial and stuff for it. Because there is no true tutorials on how to install some of these mods. So I actually implore some of my content creators who do see this, if you're running mods, oh, sorry. Stability as in like the Steam Workshop. Once the Steam Workshop's added, and these mods can be ported, like the track mods, these bigger, beefier track mods are what I'm really worried about. Yeah, so for your stability question, what do you mean stability? I was basically saying that I want the game to be a little bit further along. I just want to make sure that the dev doesn't, one, add in scenery into these places where like the track mods would overlap, and you got trains driving into buildings, like, houses. I don't want to, I grew up watching Thomas and Friends, but I don't really want to be reliving Thomas and Friends. So for but Birdstown is absolutely. I have the version 1.0 of it from when there's no like structures on it, just the track and the acceptance boxes, like the yellow input boxes for where you drop your cars off. I have tested that. I have tested several track mods. West Bryson Industries expansion. That was actually a really nifty mod for just Bryson. But like, my conditions for track mods is one, it's got to make sense. I don't want to be running 10 different. This has to have a connection point, like, or stuff like that. There's some ones I see that are like, okay, like having a track come out of the back of one of these, like even if it is just this one and it ties in here, fine. This one tying back into this track, fine. Totally get it. Right. And that's my biggest worry with this, is that like, I know it sounds like they're probably going to set it up that the way it's kind of worded. Sorry. Two different trains of thought here. The way it's been worded from Connor and from the crew is, it sounds like they want to do scenery as one of the last like updates type of deal. They're not putting it off. They're just making it. It's probably going to be the most time-consuming thing. You can argue. And so what I'm worried about is running some track mods, and then we get a massive update, right? Why don't let's do that? Reverse, please. We get a massive update one day, and it's gonna say Ella gets, services or tracks or factories or whatever. But what if one of those factories is sitting right on top of the Birdstown line, therefore breaking the Birdstown line? That's my one concern. The engines, you can get away with the engines, I think, because they're a lot more minuscule to impactful, unless like you got people not running them. Fair. I guess, yeah, that's fair. I guess you would, yeah. I guess, like, I guess like, I don't want to, like, the same thing as, like, how my position is kind of, I'm supporting the modders. I do support the modders. It's one of those, I don't want to do double work things. And I don't know, I fall in that category of, hey, friend, hi, please don't do double work. It's not worth it. We've been down this road. Double work never works. We just get pissed off. But I do have to give it up to y'all. If you're the gentleman, lady, you are the person that is updating Birdstown. I have to give it off to you, dude. It's fantastic. It is fantastic. Because I would say Birdstown is one of those ones that I actually could see being an extension to the whole map. A logical extension. I actually suggested they do from Silva to Asheville. For those of you who don't know, this is a railroad based in North Carolina. I think it's the Smoky Mountain Railroad or something like that. And it's based loosely off of a railroad that exists there. If you go on Google Map, if I put Google Maps over this track map, you'd see where the old track used to be and like where the businesses actually used to be and what's there now. It's really interesting. We did this one night. Asheville, North Carolina is like way over here about, I'd say, if you put Silva right there, Silva Interchange, I'm going to put the change there so that way you at least have a reference point. Put it there, Asheville's like over here, right? And the track and we followed the track, and it just winds all the way through to Asheville. And there's a big facility at Asheville, so I actually made a suggestion that they call it the Final Boss, and it's like $1 million, and it's the last thing you can unlock, and the only way to get it is in company mode. You cannot do it in sandbox. Or it's the same rules, like you have to purchase it because it's $1 million. Make it $1 million, you get a massive track expansion all the way from Silva to fucking Asheville with a 20 engine house, like a massive freight yard, like a class 1 size facility at a big city. So like I could pitch that to a modder, and a modder would probably have that done in a rough cut of that done in no time. I totally get it. I just think there's a couple of ones out there that are a bit game breaky for me, and they just make it a 2-bit arcadey. I like the challenge. I like the natural challenge. But one day, man, if you guys like, I know I'm a little anti-mod right now. Not even anti-mod using it, but I'm not even anti-mod. If you guys seen some of my Transport Fever 2 like playlists of mods, you'd go, what the fuck is he on about? So you're the actual creator of the Birdstown? Hey, what's up, Chiefs? How we doing today, buddy? Not much, just battling through a tooth that's coming out on Monday. So, tooth pain. It was top shelf tooth pain this morning. It's now like medium shelf pain now. I'm glad you're doing good, buddy. Happy Thursday to you, my friend. I hope you kick a little ass today. And its reps are, I hope you kick a little ass today, brother. I hope you kick a little ass. I hope everyone kicks a little ass today. See, and try to be a little positive. It kills the negative feelings. Oh, brother. I had my wisdom teeth done when I turned 18. The summer I turned 18. Turned 18 that May. That June it was like a week left of school, and my dentist goes, "Hey, I had some really bad tooth pain," and my dentist goes, "Hey man, we got to rip this fucking tooth out." And so he took the x-rays of my wisdom teeth, and he goes, "Actually, all of your wisdom teeth have to come out." So in an afternoon or in the morning, we did all of my wisdom teeth in one morning. Shit sucked. But the worst part of that was I went to school the next day. I didn't stay home. Doctor said I could stay home 3-4 days if I wanted. I tried to be a tough guy. Go to school. Try to be the Iron Man. Go to school. Didn't take any painkillers with me. Didn't take any pain pills at all. That was a dumb fucking idea. Don't condone that. Yeah, they're pulling my molar. They're pulling my top left molar Monday. It's cracked and chipped. And it's being held together by an old filling, but it's got a cavity underneath it. And the cavity is touching the nerve line. So he basically gave me an option. The dentist was brutally honest. He goes, "Dude, I could fix it. I'll give you an emergency root canal right now. Get you out of here. But in 6 months, that tooth's going to be fucked. Worse than it is now. And you're going to be in 5 times more pain." I can handle emotional and a lot of physical pain, mental pain, right? I can handle... I'm not a tough guy, but I can handle pain. Tooth pain? I will openly admit as a man, I am a fucking baby about. I do not handle it. Breaks me. And I honestly, if any man took an honest inventory of himself, tooth pain's the one that breaks him. Because it's all those nerves are right there in the head. You can't fight it. You can't hide it. You can't deny it. You can hide your ankle hurting. You can hide your knee hurting. You can hide your fucking back hurting. And tough it out. Tooth pain? You can't tough out tooth pain. I'll call any motherfucker on his shit for that. If you can handle tooth pain, rotting teeth in your fucking head, then you are broken. So yeah. But it's... The good news is of all of this is that the gum line and the gum that the tooth is around is healthy. It's perfectly healthy. And I should be able to get an implant done down the road. So, while it sucks now, it's not so sucky later. Yeah, dude, I work a bit of a crazy schedule, right? I work 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. So I'm up usually at night till about 4 or 5 in the morning. I went to bed last night. Actually, my tooth was bothering me so much that I actually went to bed early last night. I went to bed at like midnight, 1 o'clock. Just went and laid down. Got off of, just put some like laying on it is actually what took pressure away. It's the weirdest thing. Is like you got to lay on it to fucking make the pressure move, and so in the pain move, so to give you some relief. So that's what I did, and then about 6:45 in the morning, I wake up. I rolled over, I guess, in my sleep and landed on the other side on my other jaw, on the other side of my jaw, and it just woke me the fuck up. From a dead sleep, I just said, no, fuck this. I am walking into a dentist at 8 in the morning, and I am saying, look, I walked into my dentist crying. I don't care. When it's like, when there's stuff broken on you, and you gotta get it fixed, and you gotta get it fixed now, fuck it, I don't care. I don't care that, you gotta... the only way you're really gonna show that you're in pain is showing the true emotions. I ain't even joking. I legitimately thought about taking a pair of pliers to my fucking mouth this morning. So I'm attacking it with positivity. And I know I just have to make it to Monday. So I know I'm probably not going to be able to stream much next week. My jaws is going to be fucked. I'm going to be miserable. And I don't really want to expose anyone to that. So I might take a couple of days off next week. So my solemn promise between now and Monday is I will try to stream as much as I can. Even if it's just an hour, 45 minutes. Get a little power hour out. And just keep them short and sweet within my body's capacity. And if my tooth starts to hurt, or if my mouth starts to hurt, then I just go quiet for a little while. I'll let the pain subside. That's all I can do. Now it's the waiting game till Monday. But most importantly, folks, I am not going to hound you on it, but go get some fucking insurance if you don't got it. Because I will tell you, here in the state of Indiana, if you do not have insurance, which found that out this morning, to have a tooth removed is about $360. Oh shit, dude! You had a wild ass night. To say the least. So, what was it, Monday night? The Monday night stream that was late. They have confirmed at least 17 tornadoes in my area from Monday night's storm system. The strongest of which is being an EF2. The other ones being the majority of which EF1s, and then there were some EF0s. About 5. The research team is supposed to finish up their assessments and evaluations today, so we'll actually know the official list today. So yeah, that was crazy. And one of them was 7 or 8 miles from my house. Oh, really interesting. A little spooky, but very interesting. All right, folks. With all that being said, I'm sorry for bitching for 50 minutes. But I am going to get going. I do want to go get ready for work. I am going to go try and tough it out at work tonight. Got to go talk to HR. Let them know. We got to move some things around at work, so I do have to get going. I will be back tonight. I will be back for at least an hour. It will be later. We will do at least a power hour. Maybe go 90 minutes. Don't know how much it's going to be from work. So at least my goal is to hit a power hour. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that follow button. If you're new to the YouTube side of things, please consider smashing that like button for me and hitting that subscribe. It'll mean the freaking world to me. Tooth pain's no joke, folks. If your tooth's hurting, go see your dentist. Everyone, peace. Have a beautiful day. We will go chase tornadoes one day. Chiefs, we will go chase tornadoes one day. And we will see you guys later tonight. Thank you so much.